Hey guys, Trevor here again with another Spirit Island video. I'm debating on who I want to play this time, but I am thinking of doing something a little weird and getting it out of the way. I'm going to play some Rampant Green. Now, Rampant Green is pretty good in multiplayer games, but he's still good by himself. You just have to swap things up a little bit, especially versus Prussia. Prussia 6 too. Um, Rampant Green gets two starting presents, one in the highest numbered wetland and one in the jungle without any Dahan. And if there's more than one such jungle, you may choose. Excuse me. Um, his special rules are whenever invaders would ravage or build in the land with your sacred site, you may prevent it by destroying one of your presents in that land. That is basically the bread and butter of Rampant Green, and yeah. So when adding his other special rule, when adding presence to the board via growth, you may optionally use your destroyed blight. If the island is healthy, do so freely. If the island is blighted, doing so costs 1 energy per destroyed presence you add. So basically you can stall them out, you can stop them from building, depending on where they're building, and so on and so forth, but you have to kill your presence off, but you can add it back. So it's really not that big of a deal. Let's go over his innate. He has Creepers Tear into Mortar, and level 1 does 1 damage to a town/city. Level 2 you repeat it. Level 3 you repeat it again. Yeah, I mean it's not the greatest thing ever. If you have a Badlands though, then the damage can get pretty disgusting because you are repeating the power. So let's say you have one Badlands and this is 2 damage to a town or city. And then when you repeat it, it's another 2 damage. And when you repeat it, it's another 2 damage. So you can get a lot of damage out of it. And then he also has All Enveloping Green, which is a defend. Um, one away from the Sacred Site, so it's kind of hard to start with. Well, depending on your board. This board is going to be pretty easy because I do have a Wetlands right in the middle. Gives you defend 2, and then instead defend 4, and then also remove 1 blight. I probably won't hit the blight removal, but I should be able to hit the other ones pretty consistently depending on what I draw. Now let's go over the cards. Stem the flow of fresh water, 1 away from the sacred site, 1 damage to a town or city. If target land is mountain/sands, instead 1 damage to each town and city. This is good to pair up with your nade and possibly kill a town or a city depending on whatever it is you're doing. Gift of Proliferation. This is probably one of the strongest cards in the game, if not the strongest. Target spirit adds presence up to 1 range from their presence. Target is another spirit, but in a solo game you can use that on yourself, so it's going to be pretty interesting to see how this plays out. And yeah, so next card, Fields Choked with Growth. You may push a town or push up to 3 Dahan. It's good for setting up Dahan into a specific spot or stopping a Ravage coming up soon or whatever you want to do. And last but not least, Overgrow in a Night. Add 1 presence, 1 range. Costs 2, so it's kind of expensive, but we will make do with that. So let's get started. One in the highest numbered wetlands, one in the jungle without any Dahan. Kinda sucks I'm starting all the way over here, but it's fine. Oh hey, jungles and wetlands. That is nice, nice. Except it sucks up here, but what can you do? Alright. So growth options. You always get to add a presence to a jungle or wetlands, which is why I was like, that's a pretty good card to get, or a pretty good invader card to get early. I can easily get to pretty much anywhere I need on this board. So, how do I want to do this? I'll be taking this off the top track. I'll put a presence up here. Okay. And then 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. I will do the growth option of adding a presence and getting +1 card play this turn. So I will put a presence, and it's 1 range only. So, yep. So that's what we'll begin with. I do have 2 card plays technically for this turn. I get 1 energy to start with, and let's begin. I do not have any. Oh, I do have a sacred site actually. Probably not gonna do that anyways. It's kind of difficult deciding what I feel like doing this turn. Um, I don't know how I'm gonna go about defending this land in particular. So, but I will get to do 1 damage to a building, which is why I'm unsure of what I want to do already. You know, honestly, I might just play this card by itself. And instead of getting this presence, I'm going to do the last option. I'm going to gain a power card and gain 3 energy. So I technically would have 4 because I had 1 plus a 3. I'll gain a minor and see what happens. Add a Badlands. Perfect. Alright, but I do only have 1 card play this turn, so we will be rolling with that. That is a very good card to grab. Alright, so in fast, I get to add a presence, 1 range from where I already have presence. Probably put it here. Just in case. That's that. No event, but we still burn it. They build in jungles and wetlands. They explore coasts. Okay, that is pretty rough, not gonna lie. Okay. Well, that's fine, I guess. Alright, next turn, we always get to add a presence to a jungle or wetlands. So, I'll be putting 1 here. And I don't want to play this turn. You know what? I'm going to kind of go a card play route. I haven't done it before. I'm going to add a presence and get an extra card play. Probably put 1 here. I'm probably just going to let this blight once. Yeah, probably let it blight once. I get 1 energy from the track. Play this. Play this. And I do need to play a water. I'm just unsure of which one I would like to play. Okay. I'm gonna play this. I lose 2 energy. I'm ready. Now I do have both of my innates. I get to defend 2 from 1 range from a sacred site. I'll defend 2 here. Looks good. So this is done. I get to add a presence, 1 range. So I'll put right here. And that'll be that. Okay, event. Add an explorer to a land without invaders or Dahan. Okay. Each beast destroys 1 explorer. Cool. Now that mountain doesn't build or anything. Each player with at least 3 Dahan among all its lands may use this slow power now. I do not have 3 Dahan. Alright, so they ravage the wetlands and jungles. That just dies and it blights. I will sacrifice my presence here, so it will not ravage. I'll sacrifice my presence up there. It won't ravage, and I defended 2. They only do 1 total. I'm good. They build along the coasts. And they explore jungles again with escalation. Now we'll add a town over there. Okay. So I may add a Badlands at 1 range. So I'm gonna add a Badlands into here. And I'm gonna use this power because I have my Sacred Site right here. So I will do 1 damage to a town slash city, but it will be 2 damage because I have a Badlands, so that will die. That's a fear. And I've also used that. And I will use my innate where I can do 1 damage to a town slash city. So I will hit that, and that will die. Cool. Next, I get to place add a presence to a jungle or wetlands. Man, that's just rough. This is blighting. I'm not sure how I want to deal with it just yet. Maybe I don't add it from here. Maybe I add it from down here. And I'm going to reclaim my power cards. And I gain a miner. I mean, Spur is never bad, but it doesn't give me any elements I need, so it's not really useful. Gift of Nature's Connection's pretty useful for hitting some nice innates, but yeah, I think I'll take that. Now you get 1 energy for my track. Okay, so I'll play this. Play this. I do only need 1 more moon. The only problem is this is going to get hit. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's just coasts. Yeah. I'm thinking of next turn because jungles are coming up again. I'll definitely play this. It is a 0 cost Badlands. And I'll play this. Looks good to me, I guess. Though I do only have 2. Do I want to play this? I don't. Maybe I don't play this and I play Gift of Nature's Connection. Push a town might be better, actually. No, I kind of want to get as much damage into this land as I can. Though I'm not too sure I should be worried about that lane, honestly. I'm going to give myself gifts. And that'll give me 2 moon, I guess. Alright, so I may add a presence 1 range from where I have presence, and I may also add a presence again. So I'll be adding 2 presence right here. That will give me another grass to work with, which does put me at the bottom, so I'm completely good to go. And yep. Alright. We are in stage 2. Ignore wilds, explore actions, add +1 explore in each land successfully explored. In each land with beast, 1 damage per beast. Add a Dahan to a land with Dahan and no badlands, beast, disease, or wilds. I'm gonna add another one over here in case I can get a big defend off over here and clear the land in the future if sands pop up. Alright, so they ravage the coast, so I'm gonna kill my presence. They build in the jungle. And explore sands, which I assumed was coming up at some point. As well as escalation. Out of town up here. Okay, so now I may add a Badlands. Up here. I can repeat this power 3 times. Actually, maybe I do add it down here. I will add it down here. Alright, so I do my first damage. I do 1 damage to a town slash city, but I do have 2 Badlands, so I do 3 damage. So the city dies. I repeat it. I do 2 more damage, or 3 more damage. Town dies. I do have 1 more repeat, but it will not help me anywhere. So we'll call it there. Oops. Okay, so I may add a presence to a jungle slash wetlands. I don't want to do this. I'm debating if I want to let the sands build or not, because I can still sacrifice one of my presents to stop it from building. I'll reclaim my cards, get 2 energy, and gain a power card. I don't need growth through sacrifice, even though it's pretty nice. Call of the Dahan Ways is actually pretty nice, but it only works in lands with Dahan. I like the elements on growth through sacrifice, but I'm already almost through my whole track. And destroying Explorer immediately is always nice as well. I wish Growth Through Sacrifice wasn't the only 0 cost card here. But I think Call of the Dahan Ways never hurts. So I'll be playing Gift of Proliferation, get myself another presence out. Call the Dahan Ways. It's 2 energy right now. Is there anything I can do? I will play Fields Choked with Growth. Actually, no, I won't. I'm going to play Sear Anger into the Wildlands. Oh, I do have Dahan in here, so these guys, I need to defend 3. And I'll play this as well. Alright, so I will be adding a presence. I'll replace a Dahan, or an Explorer with a Dahan, or even a town with Dahan if I have 2 Moon, which I do. I will add a Badlands, and I will do 1 damage to a town slash city, and if the target land is mountain slash sands, I may do 1 damage to each target, or each town slash city. So let's start. I will add a presence up. I don't even need to add a presence up there. I want to put one right here. Gives me access to a lot of stuff with my sacred sites. I can access everything. I will defend 4, which means that these Dahan won't die, because Badlands does increase the invader damage to Dahan, but that's only if they're doing damage. So if I was defending 2, then these Dahan would, I believe, die. Yeah. One of them would die, the other one would live, but it's rough, so. Looks good to me. Alright, for the rest of this turn, don't generate fear for destroying towns slash cities. That kind of sucks. In the land with the most combined invaders and Dahan, add 1 disease, 2 damage to Dahan. Each with at least 2 Dahan among all its lands gains 1 energy, which I do. Have it on the coast. Each player adds a strife in a land with Dahan. I mean, it never hurts to be up there. I haven't seen mountains pop up at all or anything. Alright, so they ravage the jungle. So these guys will all die. I will sacrifice a presence to stop that. They build in the sands, but they do not build here. And they explore mountains and jungle. Sure love their jungles. Okay. I may replace a town with a Dahan, which I will here. Cool. I will add a Badlands up here. And I have 2 moons, so I can repeat this power twice. And I also get another extra one. So I'm doing 6 damage, because this will be 2, 4, 6. So 3, 4, 5. That's 3 fear. I can't attack the explorers with this ability. It only attacks buildings. But that was not bad. Oh wait, actually I did have another one of another plant, but it wouldn't have mattered. Would not have mattered. So I may add a presence to a jungle / wetlands. Probably put another one up here just to prepare. I'm actually gonna gain 3 energy from the growth. I'm gonna gain, I guess, another miner for now. Oh, some of these are nice. 1 damage to each town / city, and I'll have 2 kinds of cards like this. And it's a defense 10. I have to take that. And I get 3 energy for my track. I will definitely be playing everything. Now it's just a matter of what I feel like doing. Do I want to give myself a moon, or do I want to give myself water? That's the only question I'm debating here. Because Gift of Nature's Connection, I gain either 2 energy or 2 of a single element. So I think I will take the water. And I will defend 4 right here. I may add a presence, but I have no more presence on my board, and when adding presence to the board via growth, I may optionally use my destroyed presence. So I cannot add presence. I can move presence if I'd like, but I don't think I want to. I think I'm good. This is fine to me. So if target land has your presence and invaders, 3 fear. Target right here, 1, 2, 3. And I will do 1 damage to each building right here. Actually, maybe I will use that ability to... No. I'll do 1 damage to each invader. Yeah, I guess I'll do it here. I can kill it off. Though... Or each town, city, non-invader. Actually... I'm going to use it up here, and this will do 2 damage, which will kill that. Give me another fear. Works for me. Event. We are in stage 3. In a single land with the most invaders, push 1 town / explore to each adjacent land. This is 4, and I believe that's the most. So 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. No, I'm gonna put this down here. I can easily kill it with my innate, and this will go up here. Okay. Each beast generates a fear if invaders are present, moves to an adjacent land if not, +1. On each board, push 2 to hunt from a land with blight to a land without blight. Does not pertain to me. Defend 1 in all lands. Each player may choose a land with the Han or at least, or adjacent to at least 5 to Han. Invaders do not ravage this turn. Nope. They ravage the sands. This land is fine by 1. This guy dies. They build in the mountains and the jungles. They explore sand/wetlands. I do have 2 more cards. Now I may push a town from one of my lands. I'm going to push this town into here. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to use my innate, so it's 1 damage to a town/city, but I had 2 bad lands, so it's 3. That's 2 fear. And I get to repeat it as well. Now it's just a fact of do I want to use it up here or down here. I'll probably kill this again. 1 more fear. Looks good to me. Okay, now I'm going to add presence. And remember, I can add presence from dead presence. So, actually, no, instead of killing the town down here, I'm going to kill the one up here. Yeah. And then, yeah, we'll add a presence right here. Oh, mountains, though. It's going to be rough. It's going to be a rough turn. It's about all I know. I will reclaim my cards. I get my +3 energy. I'm going to gain a major. For each blight in or adjacent to target land, add a Badlands, Disease, or Strife, max of +3 each. Then 2 fear, 1 damage. Pent-up Calamity is always so nice. Does it save me though? It can save a land. Add a beast, gather up to a 1 beast for each beast, 1 fear, and invade skip 1 action target land. So I could add a beast here, gather them. Very difficult decision. And I might be able to hit this innate at some point, or this one. Oh. I'm gonna grab Pent Up Calamity. We'll see what happens. I'm going to replace. Probably call the Dahan ways. No, no, no. I'm gonna get to. Well, I'll get rid of get to proliferation, though. That's 1 moon less. Okay. So I will be playing Pent Up Calamity. What other fast stuff do I have? I can do a defend 10, which I probably need this turn. The more Badlands I can add, the better. I would like a defend 2 of some sort. So this will allow me to hit the threshold. And I do have 2 moon and 3 fire, so Alright, let's see what we can do. So, I'm going to defend 10 here. I will use my innate to defend 2 up here. I'm probably going to let this blight. I don't see a way to stop it. Pent-up calamity, added disease, and a strife. Though, okay, so I'm going to remove any number of tokens. And for each token removed, 1 fear and 3 damage. So I'm going to remove the strife. I get 1 fear, 3 damage, kills a city. And I do have the threshold. So if I remove tokens, return up to 2 of them. So I'll add a strife back. Now it's just this lane to worry about. But I mean, if it blights, it blights. Versus turn, explorers have +1 health. Each beast generates 1 fear. Add a Han to an inland land with Dahan. There's only one of those. Alrighty. And lands with these tokens or adjacent to 3 or more tokens defend 5. Okay, that saves us. Each player removes 2 explorers or a town from a lane with the Han. I'll move this guy. Alright, so they ravage the mountains and the jungles. So they ravage up here, nothing happens. They ravage down here, the Dahan do 2 damage back each plus the Badlands, so everything's dead. Up here, 2 damage. And up here is fine. They build in the sands and wetlands. They explore sands and mountains. That's fine. This guy will die in Ravage phase anyways. Now I may add a Badlands, preferably to a land with cities. This is difficult because I'm not sure how I want to do this. Where do I want to add this? Add it here, because I have a sacred site here. Okay. I may replace an explorer with 1 Dahan. But if I have 2 moon, I'm going to replace a town with a Dahan. I'll replace this town with a Dahan. And I have 3 uses of my power. So I'll do it 3 times here, I guess. That's 3 fear. Okay. This game's looking alright. I only have a few more turns. But not that much fear to go. If I can get rid of this city and clear this land up, I think I'm good. But they are building in the sands and mountains, so this mountains is going to build as well. Alright, so I get to add a presence to a jungle or wetlands. I'm going to put it here, no, I'll put it over here. Do I want to reclaim? I'll reclaim. Get +3 energy for my track and gain a minor. 2 fear. Gives me a moon. Moon's very important for me. And it's a 0 cost. Pent-up calamity can also do some damage. So I will be playing that. And I can stop this from building. So there will be no cities on the board except this, and I think I can clear that out. with a Badlands treatment. Sands and wetlands. Everything looks clean to me. Well, except this land. I had to defend there. They're doing 5 damage. Would I like to defend 4? I think this is perfect. Though it does not get me to my threshold. But I still think it's okay. So I may defend 4. Okay. So that land is fine, and that's from my innate. I do have 2 water and 4 grass. I may add a disease and a strife. So I'll add a disease and a strife up here. Then even if the event card says ignore disease this turn, I can nuke it with Pent Up Calamity. So not the worst thing in the world. 2 fear if invaders are present, isolate target land in a sands or wetlands. I'll isolate this. Actually, I'll isolate this. And I get 2 fear. Looks good. Okay, level 2. Towns do +1 damage when ravaging. After a ravage action adds a blight, remove an explorer in town from a ravaged land. Sands and wetlands, that does not pertain to us because I'm going to kill one of my presence off over there anyways. Add a disease to an inland land with the most towns/cities. Okay. Each with at least 3 to hunt among all its lands gains 1 energy and may reclaim 1 card. I do have exactly 3. Okay. Defend 6 in all coastal lands. They did not build cities and coasts this turn. Each player chooses a different land, and chosen lands gather up to 2 Dahan and 1 damage if Dahan are present. So this Dahan will do 1 damage, but Badlands makes it +1, so. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep this. Actually, no, it doesn't really matter, honestly. So they ravage sands and wetlands, so this Dahan will kill 2. This Dahan will kill 1. I will sacrifice my presence, and there's only 1 guy here. They will build in the sands and mountains, and explore mountains and wetlands. So yes, this is my last turn, but I add a Badlands right here. I have 3 moon, 4 grass, so I may repeat this power 3 times. Does 2 damage each time, so 2 the first time, 4 the second time, 6 the third time. Both of these die. It's 3 fear. And I need 1 more fear. Okay. I will put another presence down in a wetland somewhere. This isn't going to matter. I will reclaim my cards. 3 energy, I'll gain a minor. I'll just grab whatever. It doesn't matter because I could just play Pent Up Calamity, but I have Sucking Ooze. 2 fear if invaders are present in a sands or wetlands. 1, 2, no cities on the board. And that's first try Prussia 6 with Rampant Green. This was one of the matchups I was really worried about, and I mean, it is last turn. It was very lucky to get this Badlands card, because this just makes Rampant insane. You can do a lot of damage, and Pent Up Calamity definitely helped with the land up here, because I was able to get rid of the city and get an extra fear. And I was able to put one of my stripes back, so that made this not blight. And then, I don't remember why this did not blight. I think it was defend 6 in all coast. Or I think it was the event card. I think I actually missed one event. I think I actually did generate fear during that. But let's see. If I did generate fear during that, I would let this Dahan Ravage here in fast, which would kill the town. Pent up Calamity here. And maybe I grab Gift of Twin Days and move one of my presents up to here and kill this town, and that would have still been fine. So I would have done this. Or I could just repeat this and possibly still hit. I'm not sure. I don't remember how much fear I generated during that turn. But you never know. Everyone makes mistakes. I just remembered it after the fact. But I think I would have salvaged it somehow. Or maybe I would have played something differently to do a little extra damage. But relatively easy game. Nothing too bad. I wonder what the blight card was. Immediately on each board, destroy one present or move one town. So even if I had let one of these ravage, well, actually I could have just defended this as well. I could defend both, and then the Dahan and each would kill those, and then Pent Up Calamity would wipe that, and then Sucking Ooze would give me the fear. So I would clear the whole board of buildings. Badlands are just insane with Rampant, very easy to clear everything, so. Yep. This was definitely one of the harder ones, but I'm still decently experienced with Rampant, so nothing new for me yet. But until next time, everyone, see you. Thanks for watching. Let me know who you want to see next, and good to go.